So this is going to be 5-1. It's the crab and liquors chapter. The only thing that you have to do for inventory here is, as Chris, you just have to put the rocket launcher in your inventory and then just put it in whatever slot you're going to quick fire with. Sheva doesn't have to do anything. This chapter is going to be a bunch of movement around the liquors and just kind of managing their aggro. And you'll have to use 6 rounds of the grenade launcher, ideally. And then as Chris, you're going to be firing the... You're going to be killing the crab boss, and you want to shoot him in his mouth. We'll explain that when we get to it. So, go ahead.
Movement's a bit janky at the beginning part. You're going to be like... You can't run straight forward. You have to kind of aim for the stairs. Otherwise, you'll run into this garden. You got to run around. Liquor AI in this game, they're pretty dumb. But because they're pretty dumb, they're a pain to deal with. Compared to RA2 and RA3, if they were intelligent, we can manipulate it, but because they're not intelligent, we can't manipulate it. So, dual action door right here.
That sign can't stop me. I can't read.
You'll get a mini cutscene here. Spam escape and keep running. There are new types of doors that are only used in this chapter. They're like the submarine doors where you have to turn the dial and then open them. So, there's a... So right here, you can see on my screen and his screen as well, you have to spin the thing before we finally open. And we'll have another door momentarily like that we have to deal with liquors. Don't press the switch yet. Hold on.
Oh, my bad.
Actually, okay. Reset that. Okay.
Reset.
So pretty much...
Okay.
So there's a glass door right there. You can shoot it afterwards, but there's some cool tech. Where to reset you. Perfect.
Yeah, it's fine.
So once you hear the switch button, if you swing... Okay, I'll just show. Once you swing your knife at the shutter, it'll break the glass right away.
We're finally getting somewhere.
So I'll just show this. I'll just do this one. So for PC, if you want to attach a controller, it's AD. Don't ever release it. It'll open automatically. Press that. So when you hear the switch go off, you're gonna knife. Which will open this door already. You want to wait till Chris is about this distance away from you before you do the next chapter, because there will be a cutscene for whoever goes first of the liquor spawning, and Chris wants to be just behind you enough that he doesn't get the cutscene, but not too far back where the liquors have time to do anything to him. So what's going to happen is, because I get a cutscene, he's going to run on ahead. He will do another one of those doors while I protect him from the liquor behind him. It's a bit of RNG. If you're able to get a crit on a liquor, it'll fly back, which is good because it'll stun him for like 2-3 seconds. But if you're not lucky, he'll get stunned for half a second, and you have 2 liquors to worry about. It's important during this part, especially for vanilla runners, not to go on too ahead, because the liquors have a one-hit kill action on you that it needs your partner to help you with to survive. So actually, we'll just go ahead and show like an example of what happens when I get grabbed and one person goes on ahead. We'll just show a bad example right here.
Okay. Do you want me to just hang back, or?
Just do the thing. I'm gonna get grabbed. So I get the cutscene, but Chris is gonna run on ahead during this. So you want to be shooting this liquor, because otherwise he'll interrupt Chris during this cutscene right here. Or not.
I guess
Why
not.
does that? Yeah.
These guys are dumb. All right, we want to reset.
I need him to lick. So like, let's say Chris ran on ahead successfully. I need him to lick me.
There's
yeah, see
right
that cut?
there.
Yeah, that happened. And you have to generally try to go to him knife. So we could reset.
Yeah, it also takes a lot of health from you if it's not like an instant save. So
this is the facility from the picture, no doubt about it.
We're finally getting somewhere.
I generally let Cosmic go first because I don't want to get carpal tunnel playing this game. Don't tell him I said that.
wait a minute.
Hear the switch. Knife. Wait, there we go. You can see from the map where he is. I'm gonna wait a little bit. There we go, that's perfect. This cutscene. Then start shooting this guy. Yeah, here's an example of a bad instance. Because the liquor grabbed me.
But at worst case scenario, you just hold the door and then not get hit.
Yep. Liquor's blocking it. And this is like a worst case scenario. The liquor's blocking me. You can't even run by, so...
You want to just reset? Yeah. So this will tell you pretty much like how much kind of on average, like especially when you're first trying to get runs going, these liquors can just cause you a whole lot of time loss. So if you happen to get like a bad liquor chapter, don't sweat it. It does just kind of happen sometimes.
Yeah, my biggest tip is make sure you guys can save each other. That's the biggest one.
For sure.
I'm gonna try some new tech here. I wonder if it works. We're gonna have to experiment with this a little bit more because I'm just trying this out. Knife. Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna try something. Oh, but yeah, there we go. I'm gonna try something. If it works, we discover new tech. Cutscene, liquor. Dodge his first tongue. And just keep moving so the other liquor doesn't grab you. Alright, we discovered new tech. I don't have to bother that liquor if I bait out its tongue attack.
There you go.
Thank God there weren't more of them.
So just bait out the other liquor. You can also just fire on it too, if you want to just hope for the crit. Either way, you're going to go to the co-op action door here.
So right here, there's going to be 2 doors that we're going to need to break for the liquors. Yeah, no. Hold on. I want to try some. Honestly, I've never done this before. Would this be quicker?
That turns on the lights.
Oh. Oh, I thought this would activate the... Did the lights do anything?
I don't think so, no. Because they have no eyes.
Oh, I see. Anyway. So what... You want the machine gun player... Because there are multi-layers of glass, you're going to want to spray and pray break all the glasses. Chris is going to go ahead at this time. And the other... Whatever direction he takes, you're going to go to the opposite direction, like we've explained before. But this one's a little bit trickier because the liquors are harder to deal with. So this is pretty much that expert level. So we'll just show you right ahead what we're talking about. You're gonna turn left, spray and pray, break all the windows, go the opposite direction he's going. But I messed up. So
Nice.
So right here, instead of opening these boxes, you're gonna want to hit the switch as soon as possible. So as a shovel player, before Chris fires 6 rounds, you're just gonna kind of bait out these liquor attacks for Chris. And you're halfway. You just go back.
Oh, my bad. You do want to kind of delay these shots, by the way. My bad.
3/4. You're right here because you don't want the liquors kind of being baited. Oh, can you blow them off me?
I could try to.
Yeah, and then go off the ladder. That's a little bit imperfect. I mean, that requires a lot of practice, and obviously we still need to require a little more practice. But the Chris player should only be firing 6 grenade
5 rounds in.
shots
Yeah, at maximum. 5, 6 at maximum. 5 is really good, because then you get an extra grenade launcher round for 5-3. So.
Oh yeah. So yeah, as a shovel player, since the Chris player is not looking at the door, you're gonna be wanting to call out where the elevator is, so he can space out his grenades. Like if he's halfway, if the elevator's only halfway and he used all 5 rounds, you're kind of screwed. If you picked up an extra grenade like I have, which I should have thrown, in hindsight, you just want to throw them at the liquors if the Chris messes up his timings. But generally, there you'll never die as a Sheva because Chris is shooting rocket launchers. So what's going to happen here is there's a cutscene trigger about right there where I'm shooting. So before you do that, you're going to want to pick up your respective ammo. Obviously, you don't want to pick up the hand. You know what I realized? There's a hand grenade here this whole time.
Yeah.
Whoever doesn't run first can pick up the hand grenade. The Chris player is going to want his handgun out, and he'll be so he can quick shot into the top of the lobster's mouth. Before the boss, there will be a quick time action scene, so we're going to be spamming escape into the dodge action, which could be A and D and A and F, or sorry, A and D or F and V, and then Cosmic will kill it. We can show what happens when we don't shoot it, and
Yeah,
what we
that's
have to deal with.
I mean, all we'd have to say really is like, if you don't shoot it in the mouth properly, then it'll close the mouth, and you'll have to shoot at its legs in order to get it to open up its mouth again, or you can just do a checkpoint reset, and then you have another shot at it. So
why don't you just miss the first time and then checkpoint reset into the proper?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah. So spam escape, spam escape. This is the part you can't spam escape because this is where you're dodging. Spam escape again.
And then this is, so you miss right there. Okay, stuff happens, you know, then you can just checkpoint reset.
Luckily, this is the best checkpoint reset because it brings you right here.
It brings you right there, and then you just shoot him right in the mouth there.
This is unskippable.
Yep, that's part's unskippable.
And that is chapter 5.1 for you. Skip the cutscene. Chapter 5.1.